You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures. Church is in session.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And as y'all can see, I'm on vacation. I'm out here eating good. And I was like, this is the perfect time to really start answering some of my listener questions that I told you guys I got behind on. I wanted to answer this one first because it's something that I feel like can help a lot of people. And it's something that I feel like a lot of men who come to my channel have experienced something very similar to this. So this advice that I give him would translate and be able to help a lot of people out, be able to help them get their life on track. Really deeper than just women. It's also just about living life, making sure life doesn't pass you by. Because, you know, everybody dies, but not everybody lives is a real quote. And it's one of my favorite quotes, you know. So even deeper than just whatever struggles you may be having with women, lack of confidence will make you not want to come outside at all, right? And so then you never travel, you never experience a lot of different stuff, right? So it's deeper than that. So I got this question. I'm going to read the question to you guys first. Then I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get your confidence back, how to get your masculinity up. And really, like I said, more importantly, just start living your life, man. Start going outside and having experiences, you know? You can't take the money with you or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, let's read the question first, all right? So what it says is, hey, Alex, I'll try and keep things concise here. For some insight, I'm a freshly 30-year-old black man who most would consider to be on the geeky side. I currently work in IT. That's a great career, so good start. I currently work in IT. Ever since I was young, I was a smaller guy that never really resonated with hood culture. Big problem in our community, right? Due to this, lots of girls around me considered me a lame and said I acted white or sounded white, etc. I'm going to come back to this because I think that this can help a lot of young men who might be watching this video too. So I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to break this in parts, but let's read the whole thing first. Even if they would sometimes find me attractive, they would quickly lose interest in me when they got to know me. Ended up growing to lack of confidence in talking to women in general after a certain point of any race and kind of stopped trying. Never was a tough guy either. Grew up in New York. My man, I'm a New Yorker too. And my inner city environment had the effect of making me more sheltered and avoiding going out as opposed to more confrontational and even belligerent like many of the other men around me. Long story short, my entire life, I feel like I've lived a debilitatingly passive life, essentially ruled by fear, and I'm sick of being this way. Watching your videos kind of made it click for me. I'm severely lacking in masculinity. So I'm just asking for advice on how to turn my life around and become the sort of man I can be proud of and be confident in myself, and if it's not too late. I don't mind if you make a video about it either. I just want to make a change. All right, so bet. First of all, it's never too late. 30 is young for men. All right, now 30 is old for women, whether they want to admit it or not. By the time you 35, you at geriatric pregnancy, right? So if you in your 30s, your life is a mess, you ain't got no man, you ain't got no family, like it's time to catch that last train and leaving for them. For men, life don't really start till 30. You spend your 20s building yourself up, you know, getting you a trade or getting you a degree or whatever the case may be. You don't even hit your peak earnings as a man until you're 40, generally speaking, unless you work in entertainment or something. Like if you're like a YouTuber or like a basketball player or an actor or something, then it's different. But if you're that regular man working a career or starting a business, you ain't gonna hit your peak earnings generally until about 40. Most millionaires, right? Like 80% of millionaires, guys, are 40 and above. 80%. So no, it's not too late to turn anything around. All right. I want to break this down piece by piece. I want to start with this first piece, right? He said, when I was young, I was a smaller guy that never really resonated with hood culture. And due to this, a lot of women considered me a lame and said I acted white or even sounded white, etc. Let's just break that down first. If you grew up in the hood, right, and you know you're not really a hood dude, or you're not really about that hood life. Now, some people can kind of play in both realms. I grew up in the hood. I considered myself a nerd until I met actual nerds. Then I realized why I never got bullied or anything like that, because I realized that I wasn't really a nerd. I thought I was a nerd just because I like animes And I loved playing video games and comic books and shit like that. But then, like I said, I met actual nerds, and I was like, I understand why no one thought I was a nerd. So I was always able to blend between hood culture and blend between nerd culture and just kind of be able to survive that way. But that's just me being myself. If yourself, you can't blend the two, or you might not even want to blend the two. You might just be like, fuck hood culture. I don't want anything to do with it. That's fine. You gotta learn to find your crowd. And that's why I wanted to stop at this part, because I know that there's a lot of guys who are younger who are probably watching this too. Who are like high school, college age, right? And my god sister just went to college, and the first thing I told her is, she was taking computer science. The first thing I told her is, get on campus. There's so many different organizations. Find the organization that interests you. So go and join the robotics club, or go and join the NCNW, which is National Council of Negro Women, but get yourself around like-minded people, right? So if you're not a part of hood culture, you don't like hood culture, go find the anime club. Start going to Comic Cons in your area. You'll meet a lot of like-minded people at those things. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is that you're into. Maybe you're not into that. Maybe you're into robotics. Okay, cool. Go find a robotics club. Maybe you're into chess. Go join the chess club. Maybe you're into swimming. Go join the swim team, right? But find your tribe. No matter what it is you like, there's other people who like it. Trust me. Like, guys, there's a whole community of people online who pay to sniff women's farts. So if there's a whole community of fart sniffers, right? I don't give a damn what you like. You can find someone who likes it. So you're never too much of a nerd or too corny or nothing to find a group where you belong, right? And even if you live in the hood, you can go online and you can find different organizations. You might have to drive out to the suburb or catch a bus out to the suburb. That's fine, right? But you gotta find your tribe, all right? Don't limit yourself to where you live. Find your tribe. So if you know you live around a bunch of dusty hood people, and you know you just don't have the mentality to deal with them, get away from them, go somewhere else, and find your tribe. Because what happens is when you start the boxing, like, I have a famous quote, right? And this is one of my early gems. And it's that most adults are just big kids with adult problems, right? And so whatever issues you had in your youth, right? Like if you struggled meeting new people or talking to people or finding where you fit in or talking to women or talking to men or dressing, a nice way or keeping yourself up or cleaning up, whatever issues you had as a child, they're going to follow you into adulthood. So when you're in a community and the community doesn't fit you and you don't seek your tribe, you'll never seek your tribe. And that's how you end up getting to like your 30s or your 40s and you're like, damn, all I do is go to work and come home. Because that's all you did in your youth. So if you're young and you're watching this, you got to get out and find your tribe, right? There's a tribe for everybody. Don't give a damn what you into. Don't give a damn where you live. You can find a tribe. Now, moving on from that, dealing with a lack of confidence. The best way to improve your confidence, right, is to start with your physicality. So here's what I mean by that. Keep yourself up. Keep your hair cut. Keep your beard trimmed if you have a beard. Go to the gym. Because these are controllables, right? If your facial structure isn't the most attractive in the world, there's nothing you can do about that. But what you can do is get yourself in shape. What you can do is make sure your hair is fresh and crispy, right? What you can do is make sure you lined up. You can control those things. So control your controllables. If you look good, you feel good, you play good. Another one of my favorite quotes by my man Deion Sanders. Look good, feel good, play good, right? If you look good, then you feel good, and that's naturally going to make you more confident. Not even just with women. You go to work with a different bop when you know you look good. You walk outside with a different bop when you know you look good. How you dress, right? I told you guys before. Again, if you're not like the hood dude, right, you probably not going to have much urban apparel. Throw on a suit. Throw on a dress shirt. You'll be surprised how much nicer people are to you when you just look professional. You look like you about your business and you look so fresh and so clean. Get yourself trimmed up, groomed up, hit the gym, throw you a suit on or a nice little button up. It don't even got to be a suit. I'm telling you right now, people are going to just start talking to you, men and women. And they're going to start talking to you different. And you're going to start feeling confident because now you look good and you feel better. And people are giving you a compliments and people are talking to you and you naturally feel better. That's the number one way to raise your confidence. And these are all controllables. Step Step your wardrobe up. Dress nice. Dress nice. Like I said, if urban apparel is not your thing, I don't know if urban apparel is your thing or not. I'm assuming it's not because you said you weren't about hood culture. I wear urban apparel and I wear my business shit, right? And I wear my professionally dressed shit and I wear my upscale club shit. Like I got a wide variety of shit that I wear. But you saying you don't really mess with hood culture, I'm gonna assume you don't like urban apparel. That's fine. Lean into it. Like I'll go outside with a Fallout shirt on. And then people start commenting me about Fallout. Like when I flew here, I had my Fallout shirt on. I had a whole conversation with the dude at TSA. You know, he was like, oh, your charisma's not high enough to get you out of this one. And we had a whole conversation about Fallout. You know what I mean? So just wear whatever. But like I said, it goes back to keeping yourself trimmed and working on your body is the fastest way to build your confidence. If you can do that, it don't matter what you wear when you're in good shape. Let me tell you that shit right now. You can wear anything. You can wear black tee all day. And people are going to be like, damn, that's a fine dude in a black tee because you're in shape. And these are controllables. Everyone can do this. So start there. That's the easiest way to get your confidence back up. You know, as far as not being confrontational or belligerent, I mean, as long as you're not letting people punk you, that's not a bad thing. You don't want to be confrontational and belligerent. That's just going to end up with your ass dead or in jail. Simple as that. Because eventually you're going to be belligerent with the wrong person and they're going to pop you. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. So you don't want to do that. So moving on to the next step. I feel like I've lived a debilitatingly passive life, essentially ruled by fear, and I'm sick of being this way. Watching your videos kind of made it click for me. I'm severely lacking in masculinity. It really seems like you're lacking in more confidence than masculinity. And don't get me wrong, being confident is a part of masculinity, right? One of the reasons women like men who are extremely confident, borderline arrogant, is because they lack confidence. Women are insecure as shit. They never think they look good enough. They never think they're in good enough shape. They put on makeup because they think they're ugly. They wear push-up bras because they think their titties are small. You know what I mean? They get BBLs because they don't think their butt's fat enough. They wear weave and extensions because they don't think their hair is long enough. I could go on and on and on, right? But as men, most of the time, we just go outside. Like women, for example, got to do their makeup, put their cleavage out, and do their eyebrows, and get their nails done, and do all that shit before they make a YouTube video. Men will just come out here and make a video, like I am right now. I don't give a shit. I know I'm the shit. Anybody who says, oh, you ugly, Alex, is a liar, right? And it wouldn't affect me anyway, because anyone who's telling me I'm ugly, I can go outside, and a bunch of women will validate that I'm not. I can fire up a dating app, and hundreds of women will validate that I'm not. So it's like, I don't really give a shit. But it isn't even about that. It's just the confidence of a woman to look at a man like me and she'll say, damn, this man just put on a black tee, got an email, and just decided he was going to answer a question. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't do nothing extra. Nothing extra. I ain't had to get fancy. I ain't throw on no suit. I ain't do none of that. I just answered the question. They find that sexy and they find that attractive because they want that. And even if they're never able... Through you, they try to gain that confidence. Like if he's that confident and he likes me, then I should be more confident. But even if they can't gain that confidence, they can still get it vicariously through you. That's why they like men who, like I said, are confident or borderline arrogant. But women love arrogant men. Again, because they're like, damn, I wish I had that level of arrogance. Now, of course, not all women are insecure, but the vast majority of them are, right? So I'm saying that to say, lack of confidence will cause you to lead a passive life. What do you mean by that, Alex? Simple. If you don't think you look good, and in turn you don't feel good, you're not going to want to go outside. Because like you were just saying, he even said in his comment earlier, he's like, even women of other races, you know, it got to a point where I just stopped talking to them because it just wasn't working out. Here's the thing. Looks don't really matter to women like that. They're more all about your aura, right? Your swag, your confidence. So if you go up to them and you talk, and you confident enough to just walk up to them and speak confidently and be yourself, not run no game or nothing, that'll get you 90% of the way there, right then. Now, it's hard to have that confidence when you don't look good. Because when you don't look good, you don't feel good. And vice versa, like I just said in the beginning of the video. So literally, just keeping yourself well-groomed and hitting the gym will give you the confidence you need to go outside. Start with just going outside. Leave the women alone at first, all right? Don't even like concern yourself with the chicks. Start with just going outside. Just go outside. Go to the bar, sit by yourself. I tell every dude this, right? Go to the bar and sit by yourself and just have a few drinks. and just chill out. Go to a nice bar, right? Like go to the bar at Nobu or something, or the bar at Morton's, or the bar at Ruth Chris or something. Just have you a drink and just chill out. First of all, women are gonna come up to you because they can be like, damn, he's in here, just drinking by himself. He must have money. Now it might be true and it might not be true, but that's gonna be their assumption. Also, women consider it confident when you go out by yourself. 90% of women would never go out by themselves. If their girls don't want to go, they don't want to go because they don't want to look like they don't have any friends, which is another thing that they admire about us. That's similar to what I was just saying about the YouTube thing. They also admire that man just go out by his damn self. I don't need a whole crowd around me. I'm just go get me some drinks and I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna vibe. But again, looking past the women, once you start just going out, hitting different bars, it doesn't have to be upscale at first. Upscale is more for if you are targeted to women, but you don't gotta start with upscale. Just go to a sports bar. If you like sports, go to a sports bar, watch the NBA playoffs or something. Watch a baseball game, right? If you don't watch sports, that's fine. Go to Dave and Buster, with an arcade or an arcade where you could drink at, something like that. Top Golf, whatever it is you're into, and just go by yourself and have a good time. What you will realize is other men will come up to you, they'll start talking to you, and you'll, one, make a lot more friends. And as you make more friends, you'll go outside more naturally because your friends are going to invite you places. But this will raise your confidence as well. Going outside is half the battle, right? And similar to what I was saying, just reading from how you were growing up, you never really went outside because of the environment you were in. Now, if you're working in IT, I'm assuming you're making pretty good money. But even if you're at like entry level in IT and you're working your way up, that's fine, right? Again, you don't have to go outside to like the world's most expensive places and shit. Just go outside. Go outside, start mingling, start hanging out with folks, start doing your thing. You know what I mean? You'll start to make more friends. And like I said, eventually, once you up your game, you get more confident, you can start going to places where women dwell by yourself, or not even necessarily where women dwell, but like I said, just upscale spots by yourself, and they'll start coming to you. They will. They'll start coming to you, man. You know what I mean? Start going to wine festivals. Just start going outside and getting in the mix. Start traveling. Start going on vacations. Start going on little road trips. Start going to events. Go to a couple of like WWE shows or boxing matches or, monster jams or whatever the case may be. The one thing you don't want to do is live your whole life saying I have done nothing. All right? Because like I said, you can't take money with you. So you might as well spend it. All right? Spend it and or leave it to someone else. If you have someone worth leaving it to, like you have children or something like that, or wife or something like that. But either way, just start going outside. Now, again, I came here last because you're not going to go outside if you don't start feeling confident. You're not going to start feeling confident until you start making yourself look good, right? Again, look good, feel good. This is facts, guys. I'm telling y'all what I know. When you look good, you feel good. People treat you different when you're taking care of yourself, and that's going to boost up your confidence. From there, just start going outside, doing things you enjoy. You're going to meet friends naturally. You're going to meet women naturally, and everything then is just going to be up from there, right? Again, I don't really see masculinity necessarily as your problem. I just think confidence is a key of masculinity, and you seem to be lacking in confidence. And it's like all of your issues seem to come from the fact that when you were young, instead of working on your social skills and instead of finding your tribe, that's why I mentioned finding your tribe, because I know there's a lot of younger guys who are watching this who are probably doing the same thing, and that's the worst thing you can do. Everybody has a tribe. Again, guys, there are a bunch of fine-ass, dork-ass women out here. There are. Where they take the glasses off and they let their button down, and you'll be like, damn, I didn't even know you was that fine. They look nerdy as shit and regular as hell until they do that. And they will like you because they'll see you doing the nerdy shit that they're into. Don't sleep. I'm telling you, do not sleep. There is someone for everyone. There is a tribe for everybody. No one is this anomaly. Like, some people like to think there's no one like me. That's arrogant in itself. Like, there's no one exactly like you, right? Because there's only one you, but that's in terms of personality. When you're talking about what you're interested in, there's always someone else interested in what you're interested in. Again, there's people out here who will pay for farts. So whatever it is you're interested in, I promise there's other people who are interested in it. All right? Maybe not, no one is interested in all the different combinations of things that you are, but you don't need them to be interested in every damn thing that you're interested in. You just need them to be interested in a few things that you're interested in. All right? But the biggest thing is, you're ruled by fear. I'm telling you, dude, it doesn't seem like a masculinity issue. It don't seem like you're getting punked. It doesn't seem like you're afraid of men. Yeah, you're afraid to approach women, but that's a different thing because, that's a different thing. From what I can tell, I mean, you might not know how to fix, build, and repair things, right? You might have never went to a gun range. You didn't really give me that much depth, right? But the key that I got out of this message, if I really narrow it down, is there's a lack of confidence. Look good, feel good. Once you look good and you feel good, go outside. Once you go outside, looking and feeling good, people will start talking to you. That will naturally build your confidence, and then you'll start getting comfortable talking to other people. And it's just as simple as that. That really is the key to it. Try it. So many people watch my videos and be like, I've done that and it didn't work. No, you have to really try it. Really try it. Give yourself at least 30 days. I'll make a video sometimes and people will be like, I watched your video or I did everything in your video and it didn't work. And they send that email like 2 days later. How the fuck did you go to the gym and transform your body in 2 days? There's no way. You need at least 30 days before you would even see any type of a difference, right? You know what I mean? Now you could trim yourself up, and dress yourself up in 2 days. But chances are, like I said, confidence starts. These are all small building blocks towards building confidence, right? Before you can conquer women, you got to conquer your fear. You got to conquer yourself. Once you love who you are and you like how you look in the mirror and you like how, your swag is on 10, now we can come back to talking about where to go and how to talk to women. But at first, we got to get your swag up. There's no way you're going to convince me worked on your body, you really worked on your style, like you really put effort in 2 days. Give it about 30 days, man. I'm telling you. Give it about 30 days and just try it. And if after 30 days it still didn't work, then come holler back at me and we can talk about something different. But I guarantee you, if you give yourself 30 days consistently working out, you keep yourself well-groomed the entire month, all right? You got to build the habit. So 30 days to build a habit. The entire month, keep yourself well-groomed. The entire month, hit the gym. The entire month, just start going out and hanging out. By yourself. By yourself. Don't invite no friends. Just go by yourself. I'm telling you, this will help you build your confidence. You got to be your own best friend first, man. Then everything else starts from there. And then once you do that, then you can send me another message. Now we can start getting into the women aspect of it. But do that first. You got to love yourself first. Women love men who love themselves. It sounds arrogant to dudes who don't love themselves. But that's really all it comes down to. Because again, most of them don't. Try it, give it 30 days, then let me know how it worked out. Anyone else watching this video who's struggling with similar things, do the same thing. Find your tribe if you're younger, right? And then do everything else that I said. If you're older, do everything else that I said, then start going out on your own, doing things that you will enjoy, and you'll find your tribe that way. All right? That's my thoughts on that, y'all. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.